Okay, this video is dedicated to the auto-tagging widget. As its name suggests, the auto-tagging widget is about automatically tagging documents based on search terms. You really meant to make uh, the tagging, the pre-tagging almost, and the assigning out of work more efficient. The auto-tagging widget is right here. It's sort of split screen. You can see on the left you have sort of this free-form text area. You can enter text. On the right you have a grid. This is actually where all the action happens, but I'm going to start here on the left so you understand the syntax. And actually on the left here are directions which will explain the syntax, but I'm going to do that right now myself. So I'm going to start by entering a phone number. You can enter any valid search. Anything you would type up here will work. Even database-based searches where you're saying, from contains Tim Lehealy. You're trying to get the from email column that only has Tim Lehealy. That will work here too. Anything that will work up here will work here. You enter your search term, then you do a colon. Then you give it the name of the tag you want. So I'm going to call it Quan because that's Quan's telephone number. And then if I want to assign this to a user, I would put another colon and then I would enter the user's username, which in this case is reviewer. If I don't want to assign one, I don't have to. I can just tag. So this time I haven't entered a username, so it's just search term and the tag name. So again, that format is search term, tag name, and then user if you're assigning it to a user right there. Once you have what you're happy with, you go and click here and it will push it into this grid format. Now, I know what a lot of people are immediately thinking, which is this grid format is so much cleaner and easier to use. Why did I spend any time over here? That's a fair comment. And you can, in fact, do everything here. You can add rows, you can delete rows, you can type in all these things freehand. You have a drop down where you can select users. So this is fully functional here on the right. But this is meant to allow you to get search terms in email and cut and copy them in, or to create an Excel spreadsheet that will automatically generate the work assignment for, let's say, 1,000 searches, something for which typing is too much of a pain, and so you have this sort of free text entry thing. Once you have the search you're happy with, you can save it. I'm going to just say this is Bobo for no particular reason. I can pick a case into which to save it. I'm going to run it against iPhone, so let's save it in iPhone. But it does not matter where I save it. I could save it anywhere and still run it against the iPhone case. But for organization's sake, let's save it where we plan to run it. And so that's saved now. And now we want to run it. And we're going to run that by going ahead and selecting the case or cases. You can run it on multiple cases that you want to run it on. And then just simply clicking this button to run it. But before I do that, let me show you a few other quick things. If you had, let's say, 1,000 users and you wanted, or 1,000 searches and you wanted to assign them all to a user, you can come in here and just select the user and it will automatically populate all of these. Likewise, if you choose you want to edit a search, you can click here and this will edit a search, and you can see we've gone to the Quan demo search. If we want to go back to our Bobo search, you just click on that and it brings you back to Bobo, and now I could edit this and save it, or I could delete it, or I could drop back and create a new search. So that's kind of all the functionality here. Now let's go ahead and run our tagging. Click it, it tags almost instantaneously. Then it will create the tasks, which also happens almost instantaneously. Okay, so now let's go into the iPhone case and see what happened. Okay, we're opening our tags, and what we're looking to see again is a tag called Quan and a tag called Lisa. And there's our tag called Quan, and there's our tag called Lisa. So that successfully worked. It automatically created those tags, and we could click on them and they would work just like any other label works. All right, but now we also created a task, the Quan task, and we assigned that to reviewer. So let's look for that. And there's our Quan task right there. And let's make sure that the objects got attached to it. And there are the 56 objects that were attached to it. And it was correctly, let's make sure it was correctly assigned to the reviewer, which it was. So there you go. There you have it. It automatically created the tag and it automatically created the task. So that's the auto tagging widget. So hopefully that is helpful and you guys find that a useful and powerful way to more rapidly get through your work. Thank you very much.